Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your host for the next 15 minutes or so. I am Apollo. I'm bringing to you a Halo Reach gameplay commentary. The map is Countdown. The game type is MLG V2 Assault. That is V2, version 2. This is an older game type. The team's ability, which is the logo you see on your screen right now, versus Team Instinct. Now, these guys' ability are going to be pro in Halo 4. Quote me on it. We are going to hop on board with my man Expozur. We're going to kick it off in style.
Assault.
Right here. Instinct, it's a really nice split, going 3 balcony and 1 going big door. This is a really good strategy, especially on Assault, because it puts a lot of pressure right away on the opposing team by pushing them out of their own base and out of position. Alright, so Expozur is going to get a radio spawn. He's going to go over here and say hello to T2. Hello. He sees a pocket rocket right here come up from somewhere below him. I really question this next move of him dropping down, for if the rocket guy was sitting on Snipe 2, it would have been an easy kill for him. And then he sees the next rocket come, and then he chases, which I really don't like here. It's a really easy kill for him. Roy obviously heard him come up the lift, turn around, 1 rocket, done. Alright, so coming up right here, Expozur is going to get a radio spawn. He is actually going to push straight down into T2. T2 is going to do a very smart thing and not challenge right here. This is a really smart play by T2 by throwing the bomb up the lift. It does put an amount of pressure onto ability with the bomb being thrown up toward their base. Now, Expozur is going to put the pressure right back. He's actually going to run it and throw it down the lift, down right into their base, where if ability does a good push and gets a really good spawn kill, they can easily get a bomb detonation to plant right here. I did say if, by the way. So Instinct is now pushing up to ability's top lift, but ability is actually in a really good position to counter this, with Exploits and FragThat being on our third, and with PappaCats getting a nice snipe spawn. They're in a really good position to just clean this up and get that bomb out of the base. Now, with ability slaying all of Instinct in their own base, ability has now forced the Instinct spawn outside the balcony, to which we are going to see 2 of Instinct come up both of the thirds and get in a really nice position to shoot down on ability as they enter their base. Now, with Instinct pushing into ability's base from all sides, they've actually spawned ability inside their own base, which is both good and bad. It is good because it is going to be a lot easier for Instinct to get a spawn kill and to get an immediate 4 down. It is really bad though, because if you get 4 players of ability's caliber in the same room, pushing out the same direction, very few people are going to be able to survive that, even if they are a really top pro team. Now, with Instinct slaying ability in their own base, ability got a really good spawn on Instinct, as Totz is about to realize. This push by Instinct is not one of their best plans. Because they pushed into the base and spawn killed ability, they actually forced ability to spawn outside of their base. They've spawned around the map and are in a really good position to push in their own base into Instinct. Now, with Expozur out-DMRing Totz, they've allowed the rest of the team to spawn in jetpack and push directly into their flag. Now, facing potential 2-on-2, they really have no choice but to drop the bomb and try to outslay ability in that situation, which they failed horribly. Now, ability is in a really good position to spawn kill Instinct, like they are currently doing, and they're moving into the base really quickly here. They're getting ready to set up to defend this bomb plant. Now, even though Expozur does die here, ability is in a good position to defend this bomb plant. They have 1 S2 and 2 in their flag. Expozur is going to spawn in bottom mid and take the lift up. This is going to put 2 of them in a really good position to put shots on their flag. Even though they do, Instinct is able to defuse it. T2 actually grabs the bomb right here. They defused with 2 seconds left. They didn't need to put a little more damage on each player before dying, but they couldn't really control that. Throwing the bomb down into the basement was good for both teams. It was good for Instinct because it was far enough away from the base so they could run it easily out and get it out of position to capture. It was also good for ability because it was out of the base, but it was close enough so that if they would have gotten a really good push, they would have actually been able to get a potential plant again. Now, Expozur picks up a nice double kill here, which actually really helps them out, because it takes 2 of them off their side of the map and forces them to spawn, most likely going to be their jet. Now, Expozur is going to clean up T2 right here, and even though he is about to die, it actually puts them in a really nice position to run the bomb into the Instinct base. Expozur is going to get a nice flag spawn here. Now, with Expozur's next spawn here, he is actually going to be able to put shots straight onto Roy and Totz. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Instinct to move out of their base, not to die, to stay alive, just so that they can avoid being spawn killed. They're actually going to push the bomb straight over S2 in a pretty straightforward run. Expozur here unfortunately does get melted, and Instinct is able to cross pretty much unharmed. Now, once again, this is going to be a little poor planning on Instinct's side. Since they pushed through S2, they should have known that they were most likely going to get a big door spawn, which is exactly what happened and stopped that plant. And that allowed ability to clear the bomb right out of their base and put it basically halfway across the map before Instinct was able to respawn with anything more than a couple random shots and a few lucky grenades. Now, this next play right here, I don't know if this is a little desperation on Instinct's part, or if they're just getting really careless. Totz is in the flag, or about to be, and he's about to start arming the bomb. I don't know if they're just underestimating the team, or if they're not caring, or if they're desperate, or whatever. This is a really stupid play, just because Totz has little to no support, with the only support coming from Lunchbox with rockets, which are behind him. This allows ability to once again get the bomb, as well as the rockets, and to put Instinct on the defensive once again. Now, while this next couple seconds is going on, Instinct is actually moving the bomb into ability space. Expozur does trade with Totz here, and their Instinct is about to start arming the bomb. Instinct is now once again out of position, which forces ability to spawn bottom middle. Now, with both of them spawning bottom middle, they're able to put some nice nades on the flag and kill Roy, who was the only one on the flag who was with the bomb planting it. Now, Lunchbox is on the flag now, and they do kill him, and they are able to defuse that bomb fairly quickly. Now, this next few seconds is really smart planning on Expozur's side. He sees that his whole team is around snipe, so he decides to go up to our third and put shots down and provide overwatch to the rest of the team. Now, he does get outshot by Lunchbox, unfortunately, and this does allow Instinct the opportunity to grab the bomb and slay a few more of our teammates.
Bomb taken. Bomb dropped. Double kill. Bomb taken. Bomb dropped.
With the entire ability team dying on S2, it allows Instinct to actually push straight in through their jetpack onto their flag to begin planting the bomb. But actually, Instinct's about to be caught unaware by this really nice team spawn on Big Door. With the majority of Instinct being dead right now, this is a great opportunity which Expozur takes advantage of running the bomb onto Instinct's side of the map and forcing Instinct onto the defensive. He drops down to the Big Door, but he can tell that they are occupying their flag currently. So he decides to play a little sneaky beaver move, drops the bomb, and goes to help Kevin, which is FragThat, sitting on their Big Door. He gets a nice smackdown on Lunchbox and runs into their flag, with their one goal in mind of being cleaning up Instinct. They really need to clean up the flag, and this allows them to run right into the flag with their bomb. Now, Expozur does a great job of staying alive. With Sprint being used back in V2, he's able to sprint right out of there, lift up into their third, and then drop down into their flag. Unfortunately, he does get sniped right here. Except PappaCat is there, the kitty cat with the rocket launcher. They are able to secure the flag. They're able to secure the bomb. With 3 of Instinct dead, they are about to score this. With a nice spawn kill on Instinct. on their big door. They know the spawns perfectly. The bomb is about to be planted. It is armed. 11 seconds to countdown. I'll let you watch it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first bomb plant of this game. The score is now 1-0 if you are blind. Now, Expozur is about to get a nice peekaboo snap on Lunchbox, who ran right past him. He does grab the bomb. Unfortunately, he does get naded right here. He sits on it like it's an Easter egg. Now, over the next 30 seconds or so, you are going to see a battle for map control. The only purpose of which is to control the map, to get the other team into the perfect spawn where they are able to secure another bomb plant. With Expozur going up against T2 right here, with Xploits having the sniper across them out, takes a couple nice shots. They down T2 together. Now, they're looking ready to go in for the second bomb plant, except Instinct gets a really nice spawn right here. So they don't really want to push it too much, for it might be pushing their luck. Gets a nice cleanup kill on Totz on their big door, and they're just waiting for their... Now, Ability is going to push right into the Instinct base, and they are going to arm it, but they are unfortunately going to get stopped by T2, who drops down and gets a lucky kill. Ability kind of backs off this, which is a really good plan, because Instinct is spawning and they are rushing their own flag. Now, with Instinct being down by 1 score, with only 4 minutes left on the clock, they're in a really peculiar spot. They have not been able to score the past 11 minutes of this game. They've only gotten the bomb into Ability's flag maybe 3 or 4 times, while Ability is practically living in Instinct's flag. FragThat's going to throw the bomb up to Expozur with a nice little toss, and once again the bomb is in their flag, putting even more pressure on Instinct. This is going to force Instinct into a corner where if they want to score, they have to get the bomb out, which means they have to kill Ability. They have to forget about the bomb, and they have to focus on slaying right here, no matter where the bomb is. For if they can't get out of their base, they're not going to be able to win this game or score. Now, this play right here shows the amount of teamwork and trust that Ability has. Expozur grabbed the sniper and immediately went to the Instinct flag, not worrying about the bomb that was being planted. He trusted the rest of the team enough that he could grab the sniper, not worrying about the bomb plant. Alright, so with a little over 2.5 minutes left in this game, key word for the rest of this game is pressure. If Ability can keep the pressure on Instinct, it's going to be an easy win, but it is Instinct though, so you can't count them out to the very end. This is a really nice nade, really nice call out from one of his teammates. But pressure. If they do not let Instinct get a secure foothold, get secure map positioning, then this game will be in the bag. It is Instinct, as I said before, so in a minute this game could be over with them having 3 bomb plants and Instinct winning. So you cannot count Instinct out, but as long as Ability can do what they kept doing the whole game and keep rotating the map and putting pressure on Instinct, it will be an easy victory. Now, I don't agree with Expozur just sitting here taking some shots. If he would have pushed up a lot faster, he would have been more of a position to stop this little push that they're doing. They do get into the flag here, which potentially could be bad. Like I said, it's Instinct, so you can't count them out until it's over. So as they get the outside spawn, they've managed to clear the base of Instinct for the most part, and then they're going to do a nice little S2 push, hoping that Instinct doesn't get a nice spawn on the jet. But Totz manages to flank and take out Expozur, but PappaCat's the kitty cat himself is here ready to save the day. Keyword for the next minute is going to be bomb. Yes, that is right, bomb. B-O-M-B. They need to keep the bomb in their sight. They need to keep the bomb out of Instinct's hands. If they can keep the bomb out of Instinct's hand, then obviously they're going to win it. They fought too hard for the past 14.5 minutes to let Instinct win in the final seconds of the game. Instinct is going to be getting desperate here. I don't care if you're the top pro team. If you're losing a game in the last 30 seconds, you're going to try a desperation push.
30 seconds remaining.
All the teams do it. There's no escaping it. With the last 26 seconds on the clock, Expozur picks up a nice kill on Lunchbox across the map. They go for the very last sniper of the match, waiting for it, looking for Instinct. They're going to try to get as many kills as possible. They know where the bomb is.
Remaining.
That's nothing to worry about. They have 10 seconds left. Now, the 5-second countdown has begun. If you guys can't guess, Instinct loses, ability wins. Semi-pro team beats a pro team. Game over. That's it. So, if you guys like this commentary, have any questions, comments, concerns, anything of the matter, please leave a comment below. My Twitter is down there. Please tweet at me. Please subscribe. Please comment. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Oh, and one last thing. Question. What happens when you give a kitty cat a sniper? Answer tomorrow.